Hey, how y'all doing? This is Mongo Slade, and today we're going to talk about the Raw Survivor Series team, which is now complete. But first, hit the like button for me. Also, hit subscribe if you're not subscribed. If you are subscribed, thank you for being subscribed. And now let's talk about the Raw Survivor Series storyline, which essentially is guys fight. So they did a second opportunity triple threat match between Elias, Jeff Hardy, and Riddle, who we all know as Matt Riddle. And Matt Riddle won, so he was the last person to get announced for the Raw Survivor Series team. And it was the right choice. As much as I love Jeff Hardy, I just don't think he would have fit on this team. Him or Riddle could have been, either one could have been fine. But I think Riddle was the better choice because him and Keith Lee, they're both coming in from NXT. You want to give them a showcase. This is a good showcase for them. I'm going to assume Raw is going to win this match just because Riddle and Keith Lee are on the team. So I'm going to assume Raw is going to win, but that could change depending on how the rest of SmackDown's team fills out. But later in the night, there's a team meeting because AJ Styles wants to have a team meeting because he's the captain. So they do this team building exercise where, they're trying to, he's giving them a pep talk and they're arguing with each other and he's trying to stop them from arguing. And then, maybe you guys were on the internet, theinternet.com, and you saw that people were saying that with this new name change, that Matt Riddle wants to start now being more serious. It's going to be a more serious bent to the Matt Riddle character. And you were wrong. If whoever said that, whoever wrote that, they were wrong. You were absolutely wrong. In this team building exercise, as everyone is yelling at each other, barking at each other for various reasons, Matt Riddle decides, hey, it'll be a good team building exercise for us to give each other nicknames. So he comes up with these nicknames, which were all quite stupid. Bro Lee for Keith Lee, Bro Lee. And I think, and it's a Dragon Ball pun because his finish is the Spirit Bomb, which is a power bomb. Spirit Bomb is a Dragon Ball Z technique. So him calling him Broly. Broly is one of the villains from Dragon Ball. So that makes sense. It actually fit, and Keith Lee actually laughed at it because I think he understood it. So it makes sense. Mongoose for Braun Strowman. I have no understanding of why he would be Mongoose. It doesn't make any sense. Skipper for AJ Styles. And Skipper makes sense because he wants to be the captain. And the captain is often called the skipper. And I think it's in boats. Or is it sailing where the captain is called the skipper? And so that would make sense. And so then he called Sheamus Fireface. It was cringe. So then Sheamus got real upset. He was real angry. And he was real angry because he thought it was a ginger joke. And I forgot Sheamus does not like ginger jokes. But it was actually posted on Twitter. He had a tea party with Santino Marella. I forget what year that was. And with Vladimir Kozlov, and they were making ginger jokes, and he was getting real upset. So I forgot that that's kind of a Sheamus thing, that he don't really like the ginger jokes. But they kind of brought it in here that he has a problem with ginger jokes, and then they were saying that it wasn't because his hair was red and everything. It was because his face gets really red when he gets mad. And then so Sheamus, being the bully that he is, like, oi, so what are your name then, man? Dopey? He's like, bro, how'd you guess? I was like, fuck. Serious character change, huh? Matt Riddle is as goofy as ever. He is goofy as hell. So AJ Styles decided to do a team building exercise. And this team building exercise is a tag team match. Keith Lee and Sheamus. Well, Keith Lee and Matt Riddle versus Sheamus and Braun Strowman. And in this match, when AJ will be the referee. And this was again, I can't keep saying the same things every week. Like, I don't understand why these people keep fighting. But at least in this situation, it made sense because this is supposed to be team building. It's supposed to be about building respect for one another and respect through combat. It's sort of a masculine thing. You do, but it has to be fair, you know, and it's not always fair. AJ Styles got hit a couple of times in this match. He got knocked down, and his the gigantic Jordan guy, whose name I have no idea what his last name is, but he came in the ring and they went to commercial, so it all got squashed. Then Sheamus and Strowman started fighting because of course they did. And then Matt Riddle rolled up Sheamus and pinned him. So they gave Matt Riddle 2 victories in one night. They're trying to heat him back up apparently. And that's sort of how it ends. It ended up being what was supposed to be a team building exercise, really only made the baby faces friends. And the heels are still mad at each other, still yelling and barking at one another because Sheamus brogue kicked Braun Strowman and wasn't upset about it. Thought it was cool. Didn't see it as a big deal. And now I guess we got to go through at least another week of these goofs acting like goofs. And look, man, I don't understand why this. Look, this is getting it has fun elements to it. You know, the arguments and stuff like that have some fun elements to it, but I would much rather see a united Team Raw. You know, and even if they don't, mess with each other, even if they don't like each other, I still prefer that united front versus the endless bickering. It's so cliche. It's almost the same thing every week. It's like, yeah, well, I don't like you either. Well, I don't like you either. Well, I don't like you either. I'm the captain. I'm not the captain. You're not the captain. No way you're the captain. And it's like, bro, it's the same thing. Like, there's no way to end this. Like, it really doesn't make any sense. It really would have made more sense, if you were to be honest, for Adam Pearce to just pick one person as the captain and say, you're the captain of the team. And for other people to sort of be upset about it. But ultimately, that'll end the argument. Like, I don't see how they didn't go into the past. And, I always fall back on these old Survivor Series matches. But you didn't have this stuff. Like, it was called the $1 Million Team. The $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, was the leader of the team. There was no debate. There was no question about it. None of the other heels argued with him about it because they wanted to win. They wanted to win more important than who wants to be the captain and any of their petty personal squabbles. That should be the point here. Or the point should be, well, maybe they melt down and then that's how the team loses. But unless these 5 guys are going to become a faction, they shouldn't be team building because you don't win anything for winning for Survivor Series anyway. They should just be like, okay, well, we're going to represent Team Raw. They don't even need to be in the same segment because all of them being in desperate guys anyway, or disparate guys, separate. Let's just put it like that. Separate guys. Then you don't need for them to be in every segment. They could continue doing whatever it is they were doing. But for all these guys, none of them had any storylines other than this. So the only thing you can do is put a microphone in their hand and have them bark at each other. And that's corny. It gets boring after week number 1. And here we are, probably week 3. And AJ Styles is doing his best, being the small guy, trying to be funny, trying to be entertaining, trying to bring some life into this. And Sheamus is absolutely miserable. And that's actually a good thing. Like, those are the good things about it. Like Sheamus being a miserable, hateful individual is the best thing about this team. Because you're seeing something that no matter how much everybody might be trying to work together, because Strowman kind of wanted to work together because he wanted to win that tag team match. But Sheamus was like, fuck this. Like, this is stupid, man. This is stupid. And he's the problem. Sheamus seems to be the problem. He's still aggressive. He's still angry. So I guess that's where we're going to go into the last few weeks, is trying to get Sheamus together. But I'm tired of it. It's like, let them do something else. Please do something else. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Like this video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys for listening, and I'll talk to you guys later.